Hello my dear Earth signs, this is a love reading, a prediction for the month of November 2019 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I will do one reading for each of the elements, fire signs, air signs, earth signs and water signs, and choose to watch the element that you identify with the most or just pick the reading that calls out to you the most. You can also watch more than one of these readings and take whatever resonates. I can't make all the 12 signs this month due to travel, but I will make them these readings a little bit longer and in detail for you instead. And as always, these readings apply to your sun, moon, rising sign and Venus, Vedic or tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I use the Anna K Tarot, which has been a great support for me when reading to the clients that seeks me out for personal readings. So now I'll start shuffling your cards. So when I open your deck here, I see 10 of Pentacles in the reverse together with 2 of Swords in the reverse. So this seems like a situation where we are kind of ignoring the good things in life, or like a social relationship, work situations, or committed love relationships, because there's some kind of emotion here that we don't want to feel again. So it's almost like this situation has been coming up because you have been very affected by these relationships in the past, or these situations in the past. So it has taken a toll on you, and it's like you don't want to do it anymore, and you're not really upset. It's more like you just had it and it's enough, and you don't want to do it again, and it's not worth it. Even though these situations can feel very much like they are worth it, when there's too much drama or too much hassle, we can just become sick and tired of it, or just we don't feel like putting any more efforts into this situation. But in the same time, it's some kind of anxiety with this 2 of Swords, like you wish it to be different, but it isn't. So I call the Divine with love and light. And here we see the Empress with the 10 of Pentacles still in the reversed. So you have so much to offer in this situation, for example, in a committed love relationship, or in a family situation, or with your partner and friends. But it might be that you're not getting the thing back out of this situation. So maybe it's not worth the investment for you. But it seems sure like you're giving a lot. So I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And yes, these situations are nice sometimes, but sometimes they're just like this. You just feel like the other person wants to steal your stuff, steal your energy, manipulate you, or, you know, not being loyal towards you, throwing you out to the wolves, or being a wolf towards you. So it's like before maybe you took the good with the bad, and now you have come to a point like the 2 of Swords. It's like a crossroad where you don't want to sacrifice your feeling of well-being to be in a situation like this, when it sometimes or often enough turns like this. It might be that you're dealing with a person that's kind of two-faced. Sometimes they are real loyal to you, and it's really nice to be with them, and you think you love them, and they love you back, and other times it doesn't feel like that at all. So it might be a situation that shifts a lot. And with the 2 of Swords, it might be a situation where you have been walking on eggshells to keep this situation from not blowing up in your face, but now you're sick and tired of it. It's not worth it anymore. So 6 elements, and here we have a 4 of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles. So again, it just feels like you rather deny the pleasures than, you know, being caught up in this and then become disappointed. So difficult, okay? So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Earth sign viewers. So I want my dear Earth signs, 5 of Rods, to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. And I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So we had first the High Priestess, and then 5 of Rods and Page of Swords jumping. This shows a situation where you are trying to be less affected by someone's childish struggles to win or to get on top of the situation or to get, benefits out of the situation, or to not play with a fair game or play a game. You don't want to play the game. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in for a few seconds to you and the situation for you in November. Okay, so my dear Earth signs, this will be the evolution of your love life in general. And there it is. And this is your feelings towards the person most on your mind, your intentions towards them. What are you thinking about them? What are you thinking about a relationship with them? And what could be your next move towards them or in this relationship? So it's there. And this is what the person most on your mind are feeling about you. What are their intentions towards you? What are they thinking about you? What are they thinking about your relationship? And what will be their next move when it comes to your relationship? And we have the Strength card here. So it might be that you're dealing with a fire sign. But in general, it's some kind of respect that I feel that they have towards you. Maybe before your relationship was a little bit lopsided and you gave your whole heart in this relationship, but you didn't get the same in return. So you have done something that's a little bit more in the energy of self-respect, and it might be that this person admires you for it, and it might be the other way around as well. And it might be a fire sign that feels that they want to have more respect. So it can go both ways. You need to see how it is in your specific situation. And this is with your feelings and intentions and so forth. And we have a Knight of Rods and the 8 of Pentacles in the reversed and the 8 of Swords with the Page of Swords. Okay, so I think this relationship has made you 8-8. It's connected to the Strength card. Has made you feel inadequate or not good enough or not loved enough, or that you just didn't add up, or the other person couldn't appreciate you enough. And maybe there were like a touch of childish as well. Here we see air, so this is Gemini and this is air in general, so might be dealing with an air sign as well. And here we have the Knight of Rods in your pile, so it seems like you think that they might be a player, and maybe now you want to you have come up to speed with the game, and you are going to act towards this other person as how they are acting towards you. Not to start a fight, but if they can't show respect, you won't put all your eggs in this person's basket either. So it's more freedom to this. While the other person might start to take more responsibility and become a little bit more grown. We'll see. And this is the evolution of your love life in particular, not with the thought of this other person. They might show up or they won't. And we have a 4 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Swords. So it actually seems like secretly you want to revive the old situation. Your walls are, not that stable. Here the situation comes again, and with the 4 of Swords is some silent treatment, or where we are ignoring the situation, or we try to digest it and kind of process the pain and move on. Both these cards are Libra, also might be worth mentioning. And we have 10 here, Major Arcana card 10, the Wheel of Fortune, and Major Arcana card 11, Justice. So 10 and 11. So I think you're waiting for an apology, and you're getting a little bit weaker while you're waiting for this apology. But I feel it's very necessary that you don't become weak, okay? If you are the person that kind of took advantage of the other person and didn't give this other person the same thing that they gave to you, then of course it needs to be equalness. But if you were the one feeling that the relationship was lopsided and not to your favor, I don't think it's a good idea to become weak and recycle the situation. Okay, so this is what the person most on your mind are feeling about you. And we have the Hermit in reverse, so that's a very lonely feeling. It feels for me like they feel that you have left them lonely. Okay, they have become lonely because of you, or yes, that's mostly what I'm feeling. But with the 9 Hermit in reversed, it's not usually a person that will step up and take any kind of responsibility. Usually, they feel like this, but they stay withdrawn. They feel like this, but they are not going to tell you. They feel like this, but they are not going to tell anyone or not act upon it. So it's like a hermit crab, someone that has crawled into their cave or their shell and intend to stay there. So they are guarding their heart, but they feel lonely. They probably miss you in a way, but it's not like this, oh, I love you so much. It's more like they don't want to admit to them missing you, because that would mean that you won. Okay, but they are lonely, and that's how I feel, that they are lonely, but they kind of blame you more for it than that they wants to fix it or fix the gap between you. And this is what are their intentions towards you. And we have a 9 of Swords. So this as intentions, they probably want you to suffer as bad as they suffer. So both of these cards are 9. So they feel lonely. They probably want you to feel lonely too. But in the same time, this is very isolating cards. So it might be that their feelings and intentions towards you are not affecting you. It's only affecting them. And they are feeling very distressed and anxious about this situation. Maybe because you became very strong and decided that, yeah, it's a lopsided relationship. I had given my all. I'm not going to give anything more. So you used self-control here to move yourself over to a new situation. And that might make this person, it's news for them. It was news for them, or they were surprised by this, because before maybe you gave them everything. But cross watchers, remember that this can also be in the reversed. And if I'm going to read it like that, it can be that you, in this case, have become very strong and independent, and you moved away from the relationship. But it doesn't mean that there's a party going on or that you are super happy. It more means that, yeah, you took by self-control, you were able to walk away from something that was one-sided, but it wasn't how you wanted things to end. Okay, it wasn't how you wanted this to end. Okay. And this is what are they they're thinking about you. Okay, what are they thinking? 6 of Pentacles. So 6 of Pentacles, they want to fix the imbalances. They want the relationship to be balanced. So either they left you because they didn't feel like they got enough, or you left them because you didn't get enough. They now think that the relationship should be equal. And they think that you want it to be equal, or that it can also be that they feel that you are on top and are not giving them what they need. It can be a little bit like that. But this is the scale. So it means that the relationship could be equal or should be equal. So they are thinking about equalness when they are thinking about you. They're thinking that the relationship between you two should be more friendly, more equal, more fair, more just, that you should help each other, and probably that you shouldn't take advantage of each other. And this is what they're thinking about the relationship with you, and it's the devil here. So they're thinking that the relationship is addictive, like they are addicted to you or you are addicted to them, that the imbalances might be because one person isn't particularly self-sufficient. So one person can be needy or clingy. It might also be that one person is self-destructive and abusive or addictive to drugs and alcohol, things like this. So it seems like you're bringing out, from their point of view, this relationship is bringing out the worst in you, like your shadows. But it's good. Relationship usually do that. They bring up the worst in us, but it's so we can see it. So they are doing you a favor and you are doing them a favor by bringing up the worst feelings, because then we find out, okay, here I'm still wounded. Here there's still things that needs to be tended to. So this I have to work with. If everyone pets us the right way, we are not going to find our wounds and we can't heal them, but we will still go around and carry them, like what we see here. And this is, what are they thinking? What will be their next move when it comes to your relationship? And we have a Knight of Swords. So a lot of swords here. Also this little person holds a sword. Okay. So I'm seeing very many different scenarios here. So it's very hard when it's so many people I'm reading for and the stories are a little bit different. But for many of you, you are dealing with a person that is kind of, they are making themselves into a victim. And by that, they are also victimizing the people around them. So they're thinking, oh, poor me. It's so sad, the situation I am in, and things have been unfair. And they're fixing this unfairness by kind of going to war a little bit. This is a Gemini, and it doesn't mean that every Gemini is a warrior. It just means that this energy wants to make their voice heard. They want to have their idea come across. They want to things be done in their way, like my way or the highway. And it comes from this feast here with the devil, and they are coming out. So I think they are blaming you for how they feel, and they kind of want you to feel the same. So they would happily do something towards you that makes you feel the loss that they have felt. So it can be natural. Sometimes when we have beef with someone or a problem with someone or broken up, we wish them to suffer too. So this can be the innermost core in a person's ego that we are seeing, that they want you to suffer and they want you to know that you have done the wrong thing and that you hurt them. So they feel very victimized. But it seems a little bit petty and childish, much in the opposite to this, which is a person that can be able to contain and take care of their lion and not make this lion about going around and eating people. So, interesting. So, and this is your feelings towards them. And we have this Four of Cups, so you seem pretty closed off. It was nice many times to be in a relationship with them, but you know that the temptations with it, like the relationship is a temptation, but if you go with the temptation, it will be hell to pay, the devil there. So you rather would not go into the relationship again, or not re-engage in it, or not awaken it, because yes, it's nice some days, but other days it turns to crap. Okay, and this is your intentions towards them, and we have an Ace of Cups, so that's very beautiful. It's love. It's very good intentions. It's beautiful intentions. It's like you wish them love and happiness. So I'm hearing this song with Whitney Houston. See if the title comes also. I'm wishing you love and happiness. But above all, I wish you love. well, the title doesn't come, but I will write what I got there. I will always love you. Okay. So I will put this song in the description box with a link to a YouTube video with it, and also the lyrics, because usually these songs are kind of like a mini reading, and they're telling you another dimension of this story. Your intention is good. You want them to be happy. You want them to be able to maybe move on with happiness. But with Ace of Cups, you might want a new start also with them. Your intention usually comes from your soul. This might be like on your human level, you want to say no, but on your soul level, maybe still you love them still. Okay, so this is what you're thinking about them, and we have a 9 of Pentacles. So you think that they are independent and that they do well without you, and they are happy in singleshood, and they don't have a worry in the world. And you also think that they are a person that wants to be single, doesn't want to commit. They're doing well like on their own. They are not really like a pack animal. They're more like this lonesome kind of wolf. And yeah, you got it half right. 999. So they are a little bit loner, but I think it's a surface thing that they have a cool exterior, like a cold, cool exterior, and trying to act like they don't care, and that they act a little bit intimidating and like self-destructive, like see if I care kind of attitude. But in the reality, they are very hurt and wounded, and that is what they are trying to cover up. So it's like a little boy or a little girl trying to act like in the big boys or big girls' shoes, and act all cocky, but secretly they cry at night going to sleep, and they wish, probably they wish that they would have treated you better, and they would want to fix the relationship. You seem a little bit more free from this. You have kind of seen from a more grown-up attitude that this is not a good situation. You love them and you wish them joy and happiness, but you also see them as like not marriage material or not commitment material, because they are too selfish, or like they care too little. They doesn't act like they care. They act like they care only about themselves. So probably that's why you have crossed your arms like this, even though you feel the love. Okay, so this is what you're thinking about the relationship with them, and we have a Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is like a wife, so it seems like, yeah, you would want to be with them if there could be a committed love relationship. We can notice that this Queen of Pentacles is usually Virgo, and the devil here is a Capricorn energy. So if that says anything to you, but here could have been King of Pentacles, which is also Capricorn, but this is instead the devil. So it could have been the husband here and the wife, but we have the devil and the wife. So it seems like this is an abusive relationship where someone wants to give a lot and the other wants to kind of take a lot, or manipulate and play a really dark game. Okay, so what you are looking at the relationship, you feel like you still want to give, but with self-control you're keeping yourself from giving or feeling too much, but you're still in that place where you could, you know, if they were a better partner, you could easily commit because you feel the love and you have respect for them. You just have learned probably by repetitive behavior that this always end up bad, or it always goes south, or we always get these kind of problems. But you're still in a mood, in a way where you're still kind of their partner or their wife or their husband. You still feel committed to them. You just have accepted with some kind of peace and harmony that it didn't work out, or the relationship doesn't work out, and that it has always negative things comes in and destroys the relationship. And this is what could be your next step towards them. And we have a 10 of Pentacles, so it seems like you're still very, very ready for commitment with this person, but they want to have equality, and they are thinking that you are a very equal person, like a person who wants to give a lot, but they are very selfish. They don't want to suffer. They rather make you suffer. So I don't really know if that is the best partner for you, dear Earth signs. So, and yes, the Knight of Rods here. Okay. So from my point of view, it seems like you are dealing with a kind of childish person that is all about winning and, making everyone uncomfortable and, winning every argument and coming out of top and not caring so much for like how we behave towards each other. It's more like manipulating other people's social skills against them by making them a victim, and like, oh, so you're a nice person, then I can be taking advantage of you because you are a stupid nice person. But it seems like they are suffering the most in this situation, and the only like good thing here going on for them is you, because this is what they're thinking about you. And so it seems like they understand that you want equalness, but they rather want to come back and make things as they were before, like take you back so they don't have to suffer, but you can suffer. Because in their world view, it seems like someone needs to suffer, and they rather it be you than it be them. And you look rather happy on your own. We have the 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. It seems like you have tranquility and peace of mind, and you think that they are peace of mind too, but they haven't. They are suffering, and you are not. And I think when you were more deeply connected with this person, or when you are more deeply connected to this person, when you are with them, you suffer more than when you are not with them. Okay? So, okay. This is the evolution of your love life in general. And we have the High Priestess that jumped when I shuffled the cards. It's like you share time and space in 5D, like on an energetic level, through dreams and through like energy and vibration. You share the same space. And it looks like you're waiting for this person because you know that they are wise enough. They can do better. But maybe you're waiting in vain. The High Priestess, she has high values. So she might wait for a person to come. But if the person comes and are not acting the way they need to make the relationship balance, she's going to say no. So it seems like you're waiting for this person here from the past, this is Virgo, to behave in a better way. Or to come with more wisdom towards you. But they are not coming with more wisdom towards you. They are coming with the same old kind of warrior attitude. And you are acting rather grand in the situation. And it seems like you are very stable and also unconditionally loving and, outgiving. So you're a very strong person. You have a lot to give. They are a very weak person. They have very little to give. So they want to steal it from other people instead. But here, High Priestess, I think you're waiting for them, but you're just waiting for the right behavior from them, but you're still going to say no if they come with the wrong behavior. And here we have a 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, so it shows you starting to take yourself up from the gutter. You don't want to be in this codependent situation anymore. So you have realized that you can do better and that you are worthy of better than how the situation has been in the past. So that's good. And then we have 6 of Rods, and it comes underneath 6 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. So kind of the divine saying that you will win. And in some way you have already won because you have peace of mind and they haven't. But winning isn't super important here, but I think it's more about being a good role model. A person that's skilled with something can be a good role model for others. A person that's very skilled with something can also be a pioneer in their field and like be a front runner that will show the people that comes after how things should be done. And we have this Knight of Swords together with Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Rods. So it might be that we have this person of old, or a Gemini or a Virgo maybe, or air sign or earth sign. Some might come to score with you in a sexual way, because the Six of Rods can be also a very sexual card. Here you're sitting, taking care of yourself, trying to overcome the past and learn to have better self-respect and to take your nose down from the carpet if you have let people step all over you. So you're heightening yourself and comforting yourself. And then comes this Six of Rods. So it looks like very happy, but it feels like you are the happiest when you are in a relationship with a person. But sometimes this happiness is very short-lived because of these imbalances that we have. And we have Six of Pentacles, Six of Rods, 15, the Devil, 1 + 5, 6. So all these are connected to love. But it talks about balance in a relationship and people having their shadow displayed in the relationship. And so maybe sometimes this can also be messages or communication. Can come in nice messages, but they are covered because the person might come in and say and charm you in some way, but their agenda isn't to, to make you feel well. It's more to steal the stuff in your garden here. So I think you need to be a little bit attentive of manipulation and tricks. And people maybe just wants to get you into bed, but and are giving other pretexts, like they are telling you, yes, I want a committed love relationship, I have changed my mind, but the only thing they want to do is to score. So that's one thing I'm seeing. And here we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So that seems to again get you back to the Two of Swords in reverse situation. Here you're more emotional. So I think you're trying to get back stability. You're trying to get back your cool. I think this person makes you lose your cool. And this is Leo in Jupiter. And we have Leo there and Leo there. So you might be dealing, this is Sagittarius with a fire sign as well. Or another earth sign. But here the person gets you to lose balance. Like everything is nice in your life. But because this is exciting, this is fun, being charmed by someone or someone showing you attention, and you want love. So the lonely person here, lonely boy or lonely girl, comes and give you attention, and it's fun. But they also in the same way make you very unstable. And yes, you get more happy than you were before, but you're also getting more sad. So you're getting like really unbalanced in your emotions. But it's also hinted here with this card that you will notice this and probably drop the ball on this person before they drop the ball on you. So you'll probably say, yes, I'm so happy that you came and communicated with me, but I don't want this because I know I have learned that this is going to end in misery. So I have my boundaries. We can see here that your foot in this situation is a little bit weak. 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. So if they would come and, have changed and is this new wonderful person that suddenly knows how to treat you, your life would be wonderful. But they are not coming back like that. They are just coming back and wants to get you back into the old game. So it might be necessary for you to drop the ball on them. And here we have the Queen of Swords. So it seems like you will chop their head off or their situation off. Queen of Swords is very much like that. She just ends situations, particularly when she's in the reversed. Then she's not particularly patient. Here she can be a little bit more silent, a little bit more just watching and seeing and kind of knowing, okay, this situation is probably not going to end in the best way, or kind of seeing. She's like the Oracle of Delphi. She sees how things will end up, but she might be silent about it because people have a tendency to be upset when we are too much of a know-it-all. But here she just goes with what she knows, and she usually ends the situation like before it gets out of hand. And so I see you have a little bit weak boundary. This person or another person just like them will come in, but you will very much likely drop the ball on them and end the situation. And this is probably exactly what you are supposed to do. You're not supposed to fall for this all over again. Okay, so I'm going to take Romance Angels for this person here on top. What are their game? It's deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. False self-mask. They are making themselves like bigger, more cool. I don't care, I don't hurt. Well, while they're really hurting, but they are trying to solve the hurting by hurting you. And we have codependency, which work well with the devil. So they want you back being a codependent to their bad behavior. So not a nice situation. And this is your love life in general. Maybe there can come someone new and better. We hope. Okay, I don't see it in this, but we'll see what it says. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay, so you can't control this person to be a nice person. You can't control like the destiny sending you a new person. You're supposed to deal with this. You see how this situation has done you already. You have become very grown and mature, and I think we are going to see even more of that with you. So the school for you hasn't ended. You still need to learn to be at peace and accept whatever happens. And if the person, you have big dreams about the person, but they don't fulfill those dreams, they actually shoot both you and themselves in the foot, then you let go. So you don't try to control the situation. You rather follow your moral compass and your values of how relationships should be, how they should be, how people should act towards each other. And if it's not it, you're saying no. Weak boundaries or not, they are a little bit wobbly, but it seems like you will do the right thing here. So advice card for my dear earth signs. Advice card. Oops. Thank you. 7 deadly sins, humanity's destructive traits. Okay, so this is what you're working with recognizing this, learning how to deal with this, learning how to, not be a codependent to people that's very much a victim to this themselves, like their lack of self-control or their lack of self-love or self-destructiveness. Humanity's destructive traits. Welcome to the world of human nature. The 7 deadly sins are the root of all destructive behavior. Greed and other negative traits drive harmful human activity that impacts the quality of life on Earth, particularly the environment. It is a lack of concern for the preservation of Mother Earth, Queen of Pentacles there, and all these human destructive traits that are leading to the devastation of life on this planet. So what the 7 deadly sins mean: sloth, laziness, being physically and emotionally inactive, gluttony, overindulgence in anything to the point of waste, lust, an intense desire for physical and sexual gratification, greed, excessive pursuit of material possessions and power, wrath, extreme feelings of uncontrollable anger, envy, discontentment aroused by another's good fortune, pride, excessive self-love and arrogance. So being physical and emotionally inactive, we can see here with the hermit, and overindulgence in anything to the point of waste, we can see here with the devil. And an intense desire for physical and sexual gratification comes here with the Six of Rods from the Knight of Swords there. Excessive pursuit of material possessions and power, we can see with the Devil and the Knight of Swords. And extreme feelings of uncontrollable anger, I guess also the Devil and the Knight of Swords is even burning in that card, like it's a house on fire. Let's see if I can. Anger, okay? It's also burning in the Devil card with anger and lust, I guess. Fire, fire. Okay. And discontentment aroused by another's good fortune. Well, I felt it here. I can't really see it, but I felt it here with that their intentions are not good. Okay, they are not a soul whose intentions are good. Their intention is to hurt as they do. Yes, excessive self-love. I don't see any self-love. But arrogance, yes, they're coming here and wants you back in the old situation. That's rather arrogant. I don't see any deadly sins with you, though. So that's a good thing. Okay. So I hope this helped. If you need more advices, you can go to my channel. Click on the little icon here, my little Queen of Cups icon. And you will come to my channel page, the first page, where the see here now, love bonus reading for Scorpio season is up, and also the general readings for October. You can also find pick a card readings and other interesting stuff there. So, and next time I will be up with readings will be in the end of October or the beginning of November, and it will be for Sagittarius season. Okay, so until then, take really good care and bye bye.